Padres and Dodgers bringing out the big boys.
Yeah, you know what? It's good. Obviously, get a chance to see those guys and some of their guys and see us. Our guys are looking forward to it. It's going to be fun today.
Dave, the fans and us, we're all anticipating just the race between you two teams. What is a game like this? Is it a measuring stick? Is it sizing each other up? Or is it just another spring game?
I think it's going to be more for us as another spring training game, but certainly what's around it. Obviously, there's anticipation, expectation, but they're a heck of a ball club. They've done a lot of good things, and so I think we're going to have this conversation all year long.
Rojas said he wants to see how he feels on the backfields today. Are you confident that this is a short-term thing?
I think so. Even just what he said yesterday, he just felt that it was a cramp, but sometimes a cramp can turn into a strain, so we just wanted to make sure. So we'll monitor him today, and if he comes out of today okay, then he'll be at short tomorrow.
Following up yesterday when you're talking about his role, having a guy like that, especially when you're moving Gavin to short, you're going to want to give Miggy time at second. How much does he just provide a safety net as you're especially kind of leaning on some of these other guys in new spots this year?
Yeah, I just think it just raises the floor significantly. Guards against potential volatility. So, yeah, there's a buy-in on Miguel's part. There's a skill set that's there, and now the execution is just comes for where I have to just continue to give him opportunities to go out there and contribute.
He's going from being an everyday shortstop for a big league team to still going to play a lot, but in a different role, and seems pretty open to it. Has that surprised you at all that he's been kind of willing to what's going to be probably a little bit of a reduction in his role from what he was doing before?
I don't. I think it's a credit to his. He's excited to be here. Understand once he got traded over here what the role was going to be. He wants to win. I think that for us to agree on the extension, I think that was kind of peace of mind for him as far as how we value him. And then again, it's just. He's going to play. He's going to get plenty of opportunities, but it's certainly a changing of a role that has come to know over the last few years. Yeah.
Have you seen anyone with better cleats than he has?
No. He's got. It's not just the cleats. That's one of the things that his shoe game is pretty tight. He says he takes a lot of pride in that.
Has it been nice just having his overall just energy and outlook on the game and this year?
It's fantastic. He's a guy that just loves baseball. He loves talking the game. He loves teammates. He loves to compete. So for me as a coach, having that kind of energy and curiosity, he's already brought things to me up, his ideas, some thoughts, how we can do some things, which I welcome all the time.
Like what?
No, just defensive positioning and, cutoffs and relays and things like that. So, and also talking about the rules and how we might be able to kind of manage the pitch clock as far as hitters. So he's been great.
How much is he going to make Lux better? It seems like he's kind of mentoring him when they're even just taking fungos.
He's going to make him a lot better. I think for me, just the small time I've seen Miguel, he loves to practice. He's, he understands the value of practicing the right way, practicing fast and doing things right. And I think for a young player like Gavin, it's important for him to see guys that do it the right way.
How beneficial is it just seeing that? It seems like there's a lot more, whether it's mentorship, resources for some of these younger guys. And we, of course, heard about Mookie and Gavin, their relationship, who was doing some work in the outfield and just being a pro baseball player. But now when you have multiple guys, adding a Miggy in there and things like that, how beneficial is it just for this club as a whole?
It's huge. It makes my job, our job as coaches, much easier, much more satisfying, and better. It makes the team better because, a message coming from a player, a teammate, lands way harder than it does from a coach. That's just the way it goes. And so bringing in guys like you said and JD Martinez, it's endless. And even Shelby Miller, just talking to our young guys in the pen is only, it's such a huge benefit. So the guys that we brought in, they're all sort of mentor type kind of mold, which is great.
What do you think about Shelby? I know it was his first outing. How do you see him fitting in?
Oh, he's going to be fine. I think with Shelby, it's a long relief role to be able to take down 2 or 3 innings, get left, right out, and So that's kind of where I see him, and he's going to be just fine.
Anything new with Vargas?
No, nothing new. I'll go out there and see. I'll find out. I know he's not going to be swinging the bat today, but I'm not up to speed right now what he's doing as far as how much work he's doing in the cage, and I'll find that out.
We've been here for like 2 weeks now. Has anyone or anything kind of stood out to you from the team? Have you learned anything about kind of like what you might see in the regular season?
I've liked the way that Jay Hay has taken his at bats, seeing the baseball. I like the way you can do things in batting practice, but to see it play out with pitchers, has been really encouraging. I like the way that Gavin and Miguel are really getting after the work defensively. I love the way that a lot of our guys have come into camp looking. I think Fergie looks as good as I've seen him. Pajes on the younger side, I think he did a great job this winter. Even Alex Vesia, who was, I just think his body, where I think last year he came in a little too big, muscular, where I think right now he's exactly where he needs to be. So guys just look really good. I think Mookie, and so I think for me it's just kind of right now, obviously it's early, but there's been some marked improvements on the way guys look.
Is there a little more life with Ferguson this year, another year removed from the second TJ?
Yeah, I think that Caleb's in a great spot physically, mentally. The body just looks more athletic, and I think that'll show itself as far as ball out of hand.
And then with Heyward yesterday, like that one he hit the other way in live BP, is that sort of part of what you guys want to see from him? Is the ability to hit the ball hard, use big parts of the field, that sort of stuff?
I think with Jason, it's like, I think with anything, with any hitter, the idea is how do you increase your margin for error? And that's where being able to hit different pitches, locations, use different parts of the field. So I have different clubs, as I talk about a lot. So you got a tough lefty in Fergie, and to be able to line a ball the other way, that kind of, with the swing change, that's allowed for that.
And they want to ask you about the team you're facing here, the Padres. How important is it to have that level of competition in your own division to kind of keep you hungry and focused for the entire season?
It's good. It's good. It still counts as one game. Once we get to the regular season, we don't play them as much as we used to now with the balanced schedule. But as a competitor, you always want to play against the best. And on paper, they're one of the better teams in baseball. So, and obviously you take in the geography, the fans' interest. So you always want to play those guys.
Yeah, I want to ask you about one of your former players, Man Machado. You've spoken very highly of him in the past. What are your thoughts on him signing that new deal now, seeing him for the foreseeable future in this division?
I'm very happy for Manny. I love Manny. I love the way he plays the game. Heck of a baseball player. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with him for as far as we can see out. So I think it's good for baseball. I think, Mr. Seidler spending money, getting the right guy to build around, good move, and now we just got to figure out how to get him out.
All right, thanks, Dave.